yes, look at that. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. See what they're like. Nice. So cool, it's going deep. I'm super excited for this one. I got my first Fair RC mod. We got the classic flatbed FCX18. This thing just looks absolutely awesome. You can get it in 3 different colours. Obviously, I've got the white one. You can also get a black one, which doesn't come with all the accessories and has steel wheels. And then you can get the limited edition red one, which is only 199 of those. And that comes with some brass bits and pieces as well. So yeah, if you want to get the red one, you need to get cracking and get that one ordered. But yeah, I absolutely love this thing. Fair RC do some awesome mods on a lot of the FMS rigs. They look absolutely fantastic. If you're new to the channel, you might not have seen already my Fair RC modded Unimog. It's the FCX24 Unimog that I've put on their camper bed mod and their 3D printed front bumper. And yeah, this thing I absolutely love this thing. It's such a cool build. If you haven't seen that, check it out on my channel. They do so many awesome mods that you can modify the rigs yourselves, or you can get their ready to run version, which is what this is. So let's check out what comes in the box. Now, if you're not familiar with the FCX18, this is what it comes like stock. You can get it in 3 different colours, either the black, the red, or the yellow. It's got obviously the rear bed on the back for this one, and the body is still split, so you know you could do something with the stock one as well if you wanted to. But yeah, this is what they look like stock. And then obviously there is your flatbed mod, which I think the flatbed mod looks really, really cool. I like the fact that you've got the white as well. It's a really nice colour. And I do like the black and the red. The limited edition looks really, really nice. So the difference is with the flatbed mod, obviously you've got the colour difference. So, you know, you've got the different colours. You've obviously got this really nice flatbed with the headache rack on there as well, which that just looks really, really cool. I really like that flatbed. You've got a spare wheel mount on here, and I'll show you all the accessories it comes with in a minute. I really like the fact that you've got the little kind of fuel tank there on the one side, and then you've got the toolbox there on the other side as well, which just looks really, really cool. On the white and the red limited edition version, you get these really nice Batrazzi aluminium beadlock wheels with brass wheel weights. And they come with these really nice and soft Batrazzi Mud Pro tyres, which if you can hear them, they are vented. They actually feel really nice and soft, so I'm really interested to see how these are going to perform on the rocks and on the trail. Underneath, the chassis is still pretty much the same. The difference on the Fair RC one is you've got the stainless steel links, whereas on the FMS ones, they're still steel links, but they're black steel, like painted. Obviously, you still got oil-filled shocks, so you've got really nice suspension dampening, really nice bit of flex on these ones as well, which is really, really cool. I actually really like the mirrors on these ones as well. So on the FMS one, they are chrome mirrors, whereas these ones look really nice in black. I think they go really well with the body design. Obviously, you've got your windscreen wipers on there, you've got your door handles, you've got that really nice grille on there, and a black front bumper, which is really nice, whereas obviously on the FMS ones, they are chrome. I much prefer it in black. So included in the box, you get your usual FMS transmitter that comes with the FCX18. So this one has all the dip switches, so you can do all the different programming of the ESC and everything via the dip switches. You've got your steering trim, your throttle trim and everything like that. It's actually a 4-channel transmitter, so you've got your 2-speed switching on channel 3, so first gear, neutral, second gear, and then channel 4 controls your lights. So these ones actually have multiple light functions, so you can switch between, like, you know, dipped, main beam, hazard lights, indicators, etc. And this one actually has headlights and tail lights and indicators, so I'll show you all those in a second. You know, really nice transmitters, no issues with these whatsoever. My only gripe with these ones is they don't include a phone grip. If they had a phone grip on it, it'd be so much nicer to use in the hand, but otherwise, you know, really nice transmitter. Your Fair RC instruction manual, you get a whole load of goodies. So, what do you get? So you get your usual bag of goodies, which includes your 2-amp USB charger. You get your tow hitch in there. You get some additional number plates and your wheel wrench tool and so on. You also get a 3D printed front bumper with the white version. Obviously, it's optional as to whether you want to install it. I think it looks really, really cool. With the red version, you actually get a CNC machined metal version, which is really, really nice. Whereas this one is obviously just a plastic 3D printed, but still really, really nice. And they're nice and strong, they're 3D printed front bumpers, I found. We take each thing out of the bag. You'll have to excuse my voice at the moment. I'm just getting over a horrible cold, so I sound a bit croaky. You also get a little jerry can, which you can fit on there as well, which does also come in the bag with a little mounting piece as well. You get your bag of straps, which you can use, because on the On the underside of the bed, you can hopefully just see you've got all these little clips and everything here that you can basically hook it onto. So you could basically attach these then as bungees to hold down all of your accessories. So that's really cool. You also get a sleeping bag, which looks really, really nice. Again, obviously you can stick that on the back. I think that's really, really nice. I love the little straps on these ones as well, the little details. That's really sweet. You get a nice whole load of accessory boxes. You get 2 large ones and then a smaller one as well. And they also come with some stickers you can stick on there as well, so that's really cool. And then the last thing you also get a spare wheel and, pull that one out there. And then you also get another spare aluminium Batrazzi wheel with the wheel cover and the screw to attach it, so that with that you could stick it on the rear bed on there, which is really, really cool. And obviously there's that mounting point for it. Again, you can see them off the rig. They're really nice and soft and squishy. I reckon with them being vented, I think these should be really, really grippy. I'm really interested to see how these perform on the rocks and also on the trail. The stock tyres on the FCX18 were actually pretty decent, but these look so much nicer. I like how meaty these are as well. They look really, really nice. So that's all the stuff you get included, like I said, with the white version and the red one. Obviously, just bearing in mind the red one would have the CNC printed front bumper instead of the plastic one. The black version is obviously cheaper. I think that's $210. Obviously doesn't come with all the accessories and just has the steel wheels. This version, I think if I remember correctly, is $230. And then the limited edition one is basically $260. They're all available now from Fair RC's website. I'll put a link in the description to all of them, so obviously depending on which one you want to get, you can use my referral link to pick one up in the description. So just like on the FMS model, the bonnet opens and that's where you've got all of your electronics. So you've got your all-in-one ESC and receiver in there, and then you've got your battery tray under here with a battery strap as well. If we just pop that open a minute. So it comes included with a 900 milliamp hour 2S LiPo battery. You can get really good runtime from these. I'm sure I've had at least over an hour's runtime from my other FCX18s. And this one may potentially be a little bit lighter with that rear bed on there. Because it includes that battery, it does come 99% ready to run. So you just literally need 4 AAA batteries for your transmitter, which obviously I've just chucked in there. So if we just turn the transmitter on. Now, one thing I did just notice on this rig, which I'm probably going to sound really sad, but I'm super excited about, I'm really happy about, is the fact that you might be able to just see it in there. It actually comes with a waterproof power switch. Now, you've probably heard me complain on the FCX24M reviews and on the FCX18 reviews that as standard, I might have one, actually I think I've got one I chopped off recently. It used to come with this little push switch and it's not waterproof, and it would always, once you got it wet, it would stop working, it would drive you around the bend, and you basically just had to chop it off and delete it and then just wind your power cables together, and then you wouldn't have any issues. But now, with this one having a waterproof power switch, which if I could get in there a bit closer, hopefully better see, but yeah, it is just in there. So now, basically what you do to turn it on is you just push it up and then it's powered on. Yeah, so I mean, for me, that is a massive improvement. The ESC and everything, all the servos, I've had no issues whatsoever running these in the water. It's just that power switch. So now we've actually got a waterproof power switch. I'm hopeful they're going to update all of the FCX18 models to have that waterproof power switch moving forward. If that's something Fair RC have just done, then massive shout out to Fair RC, because that is a really cool mod. I'm not sure if it is or not, so Fair RC, if you're watching the video, then drop a comment below and let us know if you did do that mod or if it is FMS that did it, because I've been asking FMS to do that change for ages, because yeah, it really bugs me. But that is really, really cool. I'm really happy about that. First of all, steering servo, really good steering servos on these ones, no issues with them whatsoever. You can see, you get a nice bit of steering angle, plenty of speed on them. Generally they're absolutely fine. Even with, heavier wheels, they're generally okay. Obviously, if your wheels are really heavy, then you might find the stock steering servo starts to struggle. Pretty decent servos out of the box. And obviously, it's a servo and axle design. I probably didn't mention that earlier. And obviously, they've got Paul axles. I think I forgot to mention that earlier as well. Good at this, aren't I? So like I said, to turn your lights on, you're going to use channel 4 on your transmitter. So you press it once, you get your kind of dipped headlights. Press it again, you get like your main beam. You have actually got indicators. I'm not a fan of indicators, but they do come included. But if you press it again, you just get hazard lights. That's generally how I run my rigs. Then on the rear, you've got tail lights. So once you get your headlights on, you've got your tail lights on as well. No indicators on the rear, so that's really cool. So underneath, you've obviously got that 180 size motor, the 2-speed gearbox, and then you can just see under here, you've got your switching servo for the 2-speed. You can just see the arm there. So at the moment, we are in first gear. So if I just go to neutral, it'll just move it to the center. And then if I go to second gear, you can just see it moves all the way. So if we go back to first, all the way to second, so you can just easily switch between first and second gear. So first gear, you can just crawl nice and slowly. Really nice slow speed control on all the FMS rigs, you know, really, really good. And then obviously you can give it a bit of full throttle in first gear. And if you whack it in second gear, and then go full throttle, you can see you got loads of wheel speed. So yeah, these things have got plenty of go in them with that 180 size motor and the 2-speed gearbox. So to fit the front bumper, in the pack with the front bumper, you get 2 longer screws. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to remove these 2 little screws that are in here, and then obviously attach the new front bumper to go on top of the existing front bumper, and then use your longer screws so that you can screw them both in. So let's just get that done really quickly. There we go, front bumper's all fitted. I think that looks really, really cool now. You can see still attaches in the same place underneath. What you want to do, just in case you struggle with it, shouldn't do, it's dead easy to do, but just take the original front bumper off, slot the new one over the original one, and then put them both back on. Really easy to do, like I said, to 2 screws, Phillips head, you just need a small screwdriver. Took me like, 2 minutes. So let's get this thing out on the rocks and see what it performs like on the rocks, and then let's kit it out with all the accessories and hit the trail and see what it's like on the trail. I think this thing's going to look absolutely awesome. Oh, and just before we do, haven't done it yet, you ready? Let's just peel this off. There you go, that was satisfying. Okay, let's see what this classic flatbed mod is like on the rock crawler course. So I'm going to try and go nice and slow up there first, and let's see what these tyres are like. Most things get stuck on this ridge, so it'd be interesting to see. Oh, okay. They got some good grip on them. Got some nice ground clearance. Bit of scrapage. So far so good. We've got some nice grip. Let's see what the stability's like coming down here. Obviously we've got that long wheelbase. Oh. So we do get hung up on the centre point, as you can see. Oh, can I save it without crashing? Oh, nice. Right, let's go straight for the gatekeeper. See if we can get on up here. Be a good that's a squeak. Be a good test now to see. Obviously we've got some ground clearance on the bed. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. These tyres are decent, and that extra bit of weight from the wheels is obviously making a massive difference. That is really, really good. I'm well impressed with that. That just literally destroyed the gatekeeper. Wowza. Let's try the up and over, see how it does over here. I'm going to be hoping for good things now from these tyres. Such amazing slow speed control on these rigs. So your main issue is ground clearance, but that's just a Chevy K10 thing, isn't it, on the FCX18, because it's got that longer wheelbase. But that is doing an awesome job. And look at that slow speed control. It's almost like you've got a brushless system. It's so good. It's just like, look at that. That is really, really good. For stock electronics, you can't fault them. Especially now you've got a waterproof power switch. But so far so good. Let's try the next hardest obstacle. Just going up here. See what we're like for ground clearance. Not bad, not bad. Obviously that rear bed might drag along the floor a bit. See if it goes straight over. Struggling a little bit there on the rock. Let's go back and try a different angle. Oh, we're getting caught there a little bit because we've got the ridge of the next rock. Let's see if we can... Oh. Right, let's go back a bit again. See if we can hop it, shall we? Well, we can go across, we're going to have to do some manoeuvring. Hang on, let's go around here. So you can see we've just come across there. If we just... we're going to have to turn. Nice, let's go back a little bit. Okay, let's see how well it does up here. It's nice and stable, to be fair. You know, consider it hasn't got like any like brass portal covers or anything like that. You know, it's just got those wheel weights and those aluminium wheels. That's doing a really good job. And you know, it is still a hard body. I'm really liking these tyres. I'm impressed. I've never had any of the Batrazzi wheels and tyres before, but these are impressing me. I like them. Okay, as we're up there, let's just see what it's like coming downhill as to whether it's really front heavy. See if it tips over as it comes down. And also see how slow we can descend. That's pretty good. There's a bit of a dip there. Nice. Come down here, bit of scrapage there. That's really, really good. Lovely bit of flex there as well. Do love a bit of flex. Okay, let's try our next hardest route. See what it's like coming around here. Oh, it's obviously pretty wide, so we've got a bit of rock clearance issue there. Now, I'd be amazed if this thing gets around here, because it is a long rig. I think we're going to struggle. It's going to be about a 15,000 point turn, I think. We're going to have to see if we can get the wheel up there. Oh, we're struggling a bit there. I mean, it's quite an ask, to be honest. We're going to have to... I think we might be stuck. I've binned it now, haven't I? If this can recover from that, that's... Oh, go on! Oh, it's struggling a bit there, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's a bit too big for this section, to be honest. I've got no space to manoeuvre. Yeah, I'm not going to get around there. Normally you'd have to basically manoeuvre around there and then come round, ride the wall and then come up there. Let's just hop it past this little neck section and see if it can carry on. I just want to see if it can side hill around here. Oh, I slipped off that rock straight away. Oh no, there we go, we're good. Okay, let's see if we can navigate around here without tipping over. Nice, really good grip on these tyres, fair dues. Now this is going to be pushing my luck. Look at that. Let's see if we can... Oh, it's going to go, it's going to go. Can I save it? Ah, binned it. I knew that was going to happen, but you know, we had to try it. Okay, so now the ultimate test would be just running it along here. So kind of one tyre on here, one tyre over there, and see if you can bridge the gap. I'll be amazed if it does that. Oh, that's testing that low down weight. Oh, it's not tipping. When we get that rear tyre on there, can it grip and get over? Go on. Oh man, this thing is awesome. That is super, super cool. Considering that it's still a hard body and it's a big model, that is really, really good. Well, I am well impressed with that. That did a brilliant job. These Batrazzi wheels and tyres are really, really good. I'm amazed. Like I said, I've never tried any of the Batrazzi mods before. I'm really impressed with those tyres. They are definitely going into my top tyre list, I would say. So let's get all the accessories on the back and the spare wheel, and then we'll hit the trail. Obviously, if you had the spare wheel and all the accessories on there, it would do a slightly worse job on the rock course, but I just wanted to see what it's kind of out-of-the-box capabilities was like, I suppose, if you weren't going to run all the accessories and everything on there, because, you know, like I said, the black model doesn't come with all of the accessories. Anyway, let's just get them all on there and let's hit the trail and see what this thing looks like on the trail, but I am impressed. Okay, we're out on the trail. I've got all the accessories in the back with a couple of little kind of the ropes on there. I've got the spare wheel in the back. So first off, let's just give it a try on the roots and see how it does on here. I'm hoping with these tyres it should do really, really well, so let's give it a test. Hopefully we should have a decent bit of ground clearance, although obviously that rear bed might catch on some things. Nice, absolutely bossed the first one. Let's see what it's like on the second route. Try and go nice and slow. A bumper might cause us some clearance issues maybe. No. Oh, I love the slow speed control on these things, it's so good. Let's see what it's like. Obviously our centre point's going to be quite low, so that might be our hiccup. Yeah, you can see that it's getting hung up in the centre point. We might have to pick a particular route or give it a jump maybe. we can get the rear tyre to get some grip on the root. Oh, we might have to go quite a bit over there maybe. Oh, it's quite a struggle because obviously it's quite a long wheelbase. Yes, let's give it a little hop a minute, see if we can hop a bit. Oh, maybe if we chuck it in second gear. Vicious in second. There we go, made it over in second. Obviously that long wheelbase, you've got the issue then of obviously the ground clearance at the centre point, but second gear, launch it. Looking awesome on the trail there. It's a really cool looking rig. I much prefer this over the stock FCX18 to be honest. It just, you know, gives a bit more character I think with that flatbed. Now, I'm not a massive Chevy fan to be honest, but this thing just looks really cool. I really like the fact you can almost see that rear suspension working even more, which I'm a sucker for seeing that suspension movement. Let's see what these tyres are like on this little bank climb. Hopefully they got some nice good grip off-road as well. Obviously they were called Mud Pros. They've been brilliant on the rocks so far, so let's see how they do with some other kind of terrain. Nice, just eating it up, aren't they? It's just brilliant. Really, really good. I love the flex on this thing, it just looks so good. We've got a nice little kind of section of small roots here that will make it a little kind of like a cool trail, so let's just give that a try as well. That is so cool. Absolutely love this thing. It just looks so good. And yeah, it's just, those tyres are really, really good. It's really stable as well. It's doing a brilliant job. Try the old loose dirt bank climb and just see how it does on here. I got high expectations for these tyres again. They seem to be really good. Try and go as slow as we can. Nice. They got some good bite on them. Yeah. Such good slow speed control on this thing. I know I sound like a broken record, but it is. And it just looks so good. I could watch this thing all day. Let's just test out a trail speed as well. First gear and then second gear. So you can see we've got a decent crawling pace in first gear. Let's chuck it in second and see how fast it is in second. You got plenty of wheel speed in second gear. This thing has got plenty of go in it. Now obviously with that waterproof power switch, this thing shouldn't have any issues running through the water. So let's go get its feet wet, shall we? Ooh, nice bit of reflection there on the water as well. Nice. That's so cool. See if we can climb over these rocks as well. Wet tyres. See what they're like. Nice. So cool. It's going deep. I love the suspension movement on this thing with the oil-filled shocks out of the box. It just looks so nice. And yeah, you've got such nice slow speed control, haven't you? I said it again, sorry, I need to stop saying it. Can't help myself. It just looks so good. Oh, that's a pretty sweet shot disappearing off into the distance. Nice. This is just too cool a shot to not get it running across this log bridge, so let's just run it along here. Should hopefully work suspension quite nicely as it goes along. Hopefully we don't fall into the stream. Oh. I'm going to test my slow speed control here. I'm hoping we don't fall in. Oh, nice. Oh, oh. That's so cool. It's testing me not falling over into the stream as well. I just love slow clawing these things. I can just do it for days. It's just so cool. Just watching it move. I'm all about that scale life. It just looks so good. This is a bit of a tricky bit by here. It's quite narrow. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, that's a bit of lean. Nice. And all the way to the end. That's so cool. I absolutely love doing stuff like that. It just looks so good. Hopefully you enjoy it too, but yeah, I love doing it, so you know, makes me happy at least. I am super happy with this. I think it looks absolutely awesome. You know, I wasn't massively fussed on the K10 when it came out, when FMS released it. You know, I was hoping they would do something else because I absolutely love the LC80. But this thing has really got me loving it. I think it just looks fantastic. You know, it's making me realise that there's really cool opportunities with this body. When I first saw this and Fair RC said to me about a flatbed, I was just thinking, oh, you could make an awesome wrecker out of that, couldn't you? With a nice bit of a winch going on the back there and some arms. That'd be really, really cool. So I think you've got so many opportunities to make this thing just look absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I mean, performance is brilliant. Those little Batrazzi tyres, those Mud Pros, they are brilliant. They were really good on the rocks, really good on the trail as well. You know, I mean, with that tread pattern, they should be decent in some pretty decent mud as well. Obviously, it's too dry here in the UK at the moment, which is Rare for me to say, but yeah, there's no decent mud here at the moment, but hopefully they should be really good off-road as well. They've surprised me. They've done really, really well. I've never tried any of those Batrazzi tyres before, like I said, and yeah, I'm impressed, I'll be honest. I think also as well with those aluminium wheels and the wheel weights that it's got in them, you know, it's got really nice stability. It's not tipping over. On the rocks, it did brilliantly. Even on the Gatekeeper, it just absolutely bossed it as if it was a really heavy, low-down weight rig. So yeah, I'm surprised, you know, and obviously it's made a bit of a difference not having all of that rear body on there, but you know, it's still a hard body on the front, and yeah, I'm really impressed. I think it's fantastic. For my first fair RC mod, I am super impressed. I would definitely get one. You know, if you're thinking about it and you're not quite sure, go for it. It's awesome. I forgot to mention as well, I'm not sure if you can see, but there is like a steering wheel, and you probably can't see it, but you might just see it through the window there, but there is a steering wheel and a dashboard interior in there, but there's no full interior. But you can buy, I believe Fair RC do sell an interior set. If they do, I'll put a link in the description, but I think, you know, if you had a driver in there as well with a full interior, that'd be even sweeter. Some weathering on this thing, and yeah, I just think it'd look absolutely awesome. So, and it's really cool that if you do get the white version or the red version, that they come with some accessories as well. You know, it's a nice little touch from them. And I know I got really excited about it earlier, but that power switch, the fact that it's waterproof, whether that was FMS or Fair RC, whoever did it, thank you. I've been crying out for that for ages, so I'm super happy. You know, I was so happy running it for the water then, just thinking, yeah, not gonna have any issues at all. So yeah, really happy with that. I'll put a link in the description to where you can get yours from. Like I said, obviously you've got the 3 different color choices, the black, the white or the red, but obviously the red is that limited edition, so if you want to get that, you're going to need to act fast because there's only 199 of them. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, and let me know which is your favourite colour, the white, the black or the red. Drop me a comment if you've got any questions, give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.